Hello everyone, it's a pleasure to be here. My name is Maria Fernanda Garcerant, and today we are going to be exploring the impact that Frida Kalo has in the surrealism, magical realism, and symbolism movement. We are going to be understanding how was her style of work, the political, religious, and philosophical context as well. Well, first of all, I would like to mention and I would like to highlight her artist her full name. She was Frida Kahlo, and her artist name was Magdalena Carmen Frida Kahlo and Calderon. Well, in relation to the political context, she was a strong supporter of communism and activism for social justice. She was really interested in expressing her political belief through her paintings and personal life. That's why she was associated with the Mexican Communities Party, and she also had connections with political figures like Leon Trotsky. In relation to in relation to the religious context, she was really influenced in she was really influenced by the Catholicism, which means that she was really interested in this dominant religion in Mexico. She often she wasn't agree about the traditional religious belief. So that's why she decided to incorporate indigenous Mexican spirituality. As you can see, really she was really engaged with the cultural synthesis, which means that she mixed the Catholicism elements with Mexican indigenous symbolism, as I was saying before. So that's why this religious ideal was impacted by her paintings. The duality, her art reference life and death, reflected the pre-Hispanic cultures and the spiritual connections that was portrayed in the Las Flores de Frida, which was like the most important paintings for her, and he exposed the heart symbolism and sacrifice about the spiritual links. Now I would like to talk about her style of work. She was very focused and she was really interested in surrealism, magical realism, and self-portrait. Because Kalo's art often despite her personal pain, identity, and Mexican heritage, which means that all her paintings were focused on this, and she was really willing to portray this kind of movements. Now, I want to highlight the importance of magical realism, the extraordinary movement that impact her life. Her paintings integrate fantastic elements into a realistic setting. Also, the symbolic animals, such as monkeys, dogs, act as a objects and after egos. And in autorretrato con color de espinas y colibrí, shows like how the hummingbird symbolizes hope. So as we can see, these features can be portrayed in the picture you're seeing, and the most important factors that she took into account. Now we have the personal symbolism and intimate and universal language. As I was saying before, she was very focused on this, and her recurring elements was based on blood and nature that have deep meaning in Frida's art. The female body. Her art represents the female body as a source of pain and strength. And her root was really based on races, on the connection to earth in source of identity. Now I would like to talk about feminism and post-colonialism, challenging traditions, where one of her gender roles and one of the ways she perceived these kind of roles was through her art challenge gender roles and female operations, instead of instead of the way she sees society. a feminist icon. She was a feminist icon, and she was really interested in female body in order to portray honesty. Mexican identity. She reclaims Mexican identity against culture colonialism. Finally, we have the legacy of Frida Kahlo. We have how the cultural influence, resilience, and empowerment could help to overcome those like problems she could face during the portrayal of her paintings, how the technological context, like the technological advancements she had in photography and medical science, played a really important role in her life. When I was researching about her life, I realized that she was really interested in using photographs as reference for her paintings and numerous procedures due to injuries from a severe bus accident. So that's all for today. Thank you for listening to me and have a good rest of the day.